How's it going, Artesia? My name is Andrew, and I am the union president for the City of Artesia employees. I've been with the city a long time. I'm pretty sure a lot of the people viewing this know who I am, or you probably just see me on your street taking pictures of trees or potholes or something like that. I want to share with you some information that I've come across about this particular measure that's on the ballot, and it's called Measure I. So Measure I, in my opinion, came about through truly diabolical reasons. First, let's talk about what the measure says. This is what the language of the measure says. That there should be an election or a special election for any housing that occurs within a very specific section of Artesia Boulevard. That's the measure. And the history of it is this. So a couple years ago, a business on Artesia Boulevard called National Ready Mix caught wind of a potential development that was going to happen right next door to them. It was a residential complex, I think condos. And they don't want any residential housing anywhere near them. And the reason why, according to them, is that in the future, they fear that these future residents are going to complain about the noises coming from the National Ready Mix plant, because it's an industrial plant. And as these complaints stack up, they think that at some point it'll become so much that they'll be forced to close their doors for business. That is National Ready Mix's paranoia. Because mitigating noise in a residential area due to adjacent industrial operations, it's not anything new. Artesia is a city of 17,000 people in a world of billions of people. And there's measures in place that that the developers can do. There's technology, there's all kinds of different methods to mitigate the problem of noise in residential areas. But National Ready Mix, they don't even want to have a conversation about that. They just skip the conversation. Let's just screw over the democratic process. Let's subvert the people of Artesia's own will by throwing in this measure that just makes it more expensive for housing to happen anywhere that happens, any housing that happens to be close to National Ready Mix. That is the idea behind it. There's already a process in place. So the developers for this housing complex that's probably going to be built, they went through first the planning commission, which was appointed by the city council, and then they went before the city council for approval. The city council, as I'm pretty sure you know, is elected by you guys. You guys elected the city council. And you elected them for various reasons, but usually it's based off of the promises that these individual city council members made to you, the resident. So the city council is mainly acting on your interest in all the different ways that they direct the city to do things, or the city's future. You know, like they direct they steer the ship, basically. There you go. They steer the ship. And they do it because they're elected by you. So anyways, National Ready Mix, they don't like silly things like democracy or having a republic. They want what every corporation wants. They just want to make sure that they can make money unimpeded. They don't want any regulations. They don't want any, like, they don't want to talk about ways that other businesses, because a developer is also a business, how they can also operate within the city. No, they're just interested in themselves, right? They're just subverting the whole democratic process, which is supposed to take into account the interests of every different party within the city, residents and businesses. So this measure came about, and how they pitched it to the 1,500 or so residents who signed the petition was that it's a anti-tax measure. I invite you, please read the language in this measure. It literally has nothing to do with taxes. It's just about having an election. If a housing developer wants to develop land next to National Ready Mix within the Artesia Boulevard specific zone. So first, they lied to residents to get it on the ballot, and then after they started receiving all this criticism that, hey, you lied, this has nothing to do with sales tax, and this is actually anti-housing, National Ready Mix they doubled down on the lies. Oh, that gets under my skin, because when people just lie in your face because they want to make an extra buck. I don't know. That just seems, I think wrong is an understatement. It's almost evil, right? Because they're lying to people. They're subverting the democratic process, all because they don't want any residents near them. I don't know. It's gross. Talk about it below this video. Let's have a discussion, but please keep in mind that I'm actually telling you the truth. National Ready Mix, they've already told you lies. And that's all. I'm Andrew Perry, signing out. Have a wonderful autumn and happy Halloween.